Hello and welcome to the Daily Bible Podcast. My name is William Hemsworth. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. Well, today we continue on into Matthew chapter 7, and we're going to look at verses 7 and 8 today. So Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 and 8 say, "Ask and it will be given to you, search and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and everyone who searches finds, and for everyone who knocks, the door will be opened." Very popular words of Jesus. However, they are not the blank check that it seems to be. This isn't a catch-all to get those things that we want. That's not what these verses talk about. It's more about prayer. Jesus advocates perseverance in prayer. And answered prayers stem from upright and faith-filled intentions. So when we're praying for something, are we asking properly? Are we asking from a place of faith, or are we asking because it's from some kind of a selfish motive? These words that Jesus used in the Greek, remember the New Testament was written in Greek, they're all present tense verbs. And they suggest continuous or frequent action. You see, Jesus expects his audience to remember, what he just said a few verses back in the Lord's Prayer where he says, "Your will be done." He expects that to be remembered. These verses are not the blank check that they seem to be. You see, when it comes to prayer, if our will aligns with God's will, those prayers will be answered. When our will does not align with God's will, they just won't be answered in the way that we want them to be. All prayer is answered. Yes, no, or not quite yet. Every prayer is answered. So endure in prayer. Pray to know God's will. Pray to do God's will. Pray with right motives. Don't pray out of selfish ambition. Remember, it's all about God's will. He's sovereign. He's the creator. We are the servants. We're the servants of the King. Even though he came down and served, we're to follow his example and be servants. So all prayers answered. Pray to do God's will. Get our wills aligned with God's will. That's what these verses are talking about. It's not a blank check to pray for $50,000 and we're going to get $50,000. It's not how it works. So thank you for joining me in this episode of the Daily Bible Podcast. Join me tomorrow. We'll continue on into Matthew chapter 7, where Jesus elaborates on this a little more. Have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, any prayer requests, please email me at hopewithin18@gmail.com. And as always, I thank you for listening. And if you enjoy the show, please rate it, please share it, leave a review. God bless you guys, and thank you so much. Have a good day.